check कर live start हो गया. Okay, it started. Okay, fine. So hi everyone, hope all are you doing good. I'm Dr. Manjari Thakur. Okay, physiotherapist, Nightingale Rehab Center. Okay, officer rehabilitation for Nightingales. So before starting today's session, let us appreciate the efforts done by all the people out there who are fighting against COVID-19 situation, pandemic situation. So hats off to their efforts and dedication. So today's session is basically out for all the mummies, newly mummies out there who are blessed by bundle of joy. Okay, I know these people are enjoying the motherhood period very nicely, but at the same time, they shouldn't forget about their fitness part of it. Nightingale Home Health Services has taken an initiative for arranging this Facebook live session, especially for people, for women out there who are not able to go outside, okay, and due to lockdown period, and after seeing this live Facebook session, they will able to do some amount of exercises and maintain their health in a proper way and prevent the complication which occurs after the postnatal period. Okay, so stay fit and stay at home. Also, Nightingale has also started a teleconsultation service, which is like free session for the people. So to avoid that thing, like to avoid further kind of complications or any kind of fitness related issues, you can just call Nightingale Health Service at 1800-103-4530. So let us start with the session. Okay, today's topic is postnatal effect, complication, and the fitness regime for the complications itself. Okay, so let's go to the first part of the postnatal complications. What are the complications? So today's there are many complications which occur in the female body after the postnatal period. It can be systemic, it can be infection, psychosocial. Today I am going to tell you only about the musculoskeletal effect, which can be dealt out with physiotherapy effectively. So I'll be telling you briefly, and if you want to understand the condition, you can write down in the comment. At the end of this end of this session, I'll just answer your comments. Okay. So the first is diastasis recti, which is the splitting of the abdominal muscle. Second is pain in the pubic symphysis and SI joint. Third is basically low back pain, normal back pain what occurs. Okay. Fourth is coccydynia. Fifth is there is nerve compressions, like various nerves gets entrapped and compressed. Okay. Sixth is varicose vein, and seventh, which is the important one, is pelvic floor muscle dysfunction along with stress incontinence. So all these complications are really effectively and nicely treated by physiotherapy. So call right now Nightingale Home Health Specialist 1800-103-4530. Okay, and book an appointment so that you can get a proper guidance from the specialist therapists which are there with us. Fine, this was all about the complications. Okay, now we will start with the fitness regime for avoiding the complication. Before starting the exercises, let me tell all the females, basically the mothers out there. So two things you have to remember. First is use of an abdominal binder like a corset to the abdomen to avoid the complications, and secondly, you should be properly hydrated. Drink plenty of water before the exercises and in between some amount of water, because you are there in breastfeeding and it should not hamper your child. Okay, so now in this scenario, the exercise what we are going to give you will be the period of starting the beginning of the exercise for vaginal will be different, and that for the C-section will be different period. Okay, but all the exercises what I am going to give you are all baseline activities, and these are the exercises basically you can say it's a beginner level, it's not an advanced layer, and very safe to do. Okay, so let us begin. I have divided the exercise protocol in 5 different parts. Okay, the first part is for the pelvic floor muscle, the second part is for the upper body, the third part is the breathing exercises, the fourth part is the abdominal musculature exercise, and the fifth is the important, which is for the lower limb and as well as the circulatory. Fine, let us begin now. First part is the Kegels exercise. I'll just shift behind, okay, so that you can see me properly. Commands are very important in the first part of exercise, that is a pelvic floor muscle exercises. Okay, hope I am visible for everyone. Okay, I will tell the importance of this exercise after finishing the exercise protocol. Fine. Okay, so let us do. Okay, leg apart. Okay, fix totally on my commands what I am saying. Okay, so contract your anal canal and the vaginal area. Okay, after contracting, lift it up, lift the area up, feel as if you are contracting, you are trying to stop the vein passing or you are trying to stop the urine passing. After lifting up, hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then relax. Okay, I will do it and show you too. Okay, contract your muscle. Okay, once you contract, lift it up. Okay, hold it for 10 seconds or 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and then relax. See that you don't contract your hip muscles, your thigh muscles, your abdomen, and the most important, you should not hold your breath. Okay, if any of this is you are going to do it, then indirectly you are not doing a proper exercise protocol. So it will hamper the exercise and you won't get proper result. Okay, again I'll repeat it because this is very important exercises. Please note it down. It's very important exercise and it should be done immediately after the delivery. Okay, so legs apart. Okay, so after legs apart, contract your muscles area near the anal region and the vaginal region. Okay, fine. Feel as if you are trying to stop the urine or trying to stop the vein passing. Okay, after contracting, lift the muscle up. Okay, area up. Hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then relax. As you start holding for 5, you can just gradually increase the count to 10 seconds and accordingly. Fine. Why this exercise is important? Okay, so basically, pelvic floor muscle is the first muscle which has the strength of the muscle get reduced and all. Okay, and it could results into various kind of complications. The important complication is stress incontinence. Okay, so in stress incontinence due to increase in the abdominal pressure. Okay, like if you sneeze, if you cough, okay, sudden increase in the pressure, there will be a leakage of urine. Okay, this is a really distress condition for each and every female. So to avoid that, please start Kegel exercises on time. Okay, the second type of complication usually what females face if you don't do the pelvic floor muscle exercises is there is in later stages of life can be uterus prolapse. Okay, so you have to do Kegel exercises for that reason also. The third is after the vaginal delivery, few people they have undergo episiotomy. Episiotomy is it's a surgery done to speed up the delivery. So there is a cut given to the pelvic floor muscle and there are stitches. So it causes a perineal pain. So now if you want to reduce that perineal pain, it will be like you have to do this exercise, contraction and relaxation of the muscle. What will happen? The inflammation which is created because of the stitches and all, it will get reduced. At the same time, it will speed up the healing. Okay, got it? So we'll go to the next exercise. People are joining here. Okay, great, fine. The next exercise is the breathing exercise. So whoever are seeing these exercises, they should be in touch. They should be till the ends. Why? So they are all interlinked. All the exercises are interlinked. Okay. So second type of exercise what I am going to teach you is the breathing exercise. This exercise I have divided into 3 parts. Okay, the diaphragmatic breathing, the lateral costal breathing and the apical breathing. So let us start. Okay, great. So keep your hands on the stomach. Okay, hold your stomach. The breathing pattern is very important while doing these exercises. If you learn the breathing pattern in a proper way, then all the exercises will be very easy to do it. Okay, okay, listen. So keep your hands on the stomach, breathe through the nose. When you breathe in, your stomach should bloat up. Hold the breath for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and then relax. There should be deep breath and slow expiration. That is giving out of air. Okay. So I'll repeat for you again. Just see it properly. Keep the hands on the stomach. Breathe in. Hold it for 10 seconds. And then. Okay. Great. The next exercise which we are going to do is lateral costal expansion exercise. It's a other form of breathing exercises. So there are 2 positions. Okay, either you can keep it here, okay, or either you can keep it like this. So due to the tender breast, due to breastfeeding and all, the females like the postpartum lady feel uncomfortable because there is a pain in the breast. Okay, So either you can keep like this. I'll show you in this position only. Okay. So keep your hand properly here. And then the same pattern of breathing. Okay. Deep breathing. And slow expiration. We'll repeat it again. Deep breath. And slow expiration. Again last. Great. Now the third type of exercise is called as apical breathing. Okay. So in apical breathing, you have to just keep your fingers above the clavicle region like this. Okay. And same pattern of breathing you have to follow. It should be that's it. These are all breathing exercises and they should be done properly. Okay, the importance now. Fine. Why you have to do breathing exercise? So in vaginal delivery or normal pregnancy, okay, when the lady is pregnant, the fetus, the growing fetus start pushing the diaphragm up. Okay, this compromises the lung function, the lung elasticity and the breathing patterns. Okay, so to bring back to the original, like pre-pregnancy stage, all the lung capacities, all the tidal volumes to back to a normal state, we have to do this breathing exercises. Okay, in C-section, after the regional anesthesia or the local anesthesia, what is given to the lady, okay, so this can create a side effect like too much of secretions in the breast, too much of secretions in the lungs. Okay, as a result, breathing exercise will help in removing all the secretion out from the lungs and thus improving the lung volume capacity. Okay, this was all about breathing exercises. Okay, now the next part of the exercise is upper body exercise. Fine. So in this position, we have to do because of the pregnancy related changes, the postural changes, the malalignment causes too much pressures, okay, over the musculature. So we have to see that we have to strengthen these muscles also. Fine. The first exercise which I am going to teach you is assisted shoulder flexion exercises. The position is clasp the hand together. Okay. Now what breathing you have learned in the second part, you have to incorporate the same breathing pattern in the first, this shoulder flexion part. Okay, it should be like this. Clasp the hand together, take your hand upward. Okay, at the same time the breathing pattern should be followed. Okay, so breathe in, hold it for a few seconds and we'll repeat it again. Clasp your hand, take your hand above head. Okay, breathe in, and breathe out. We'll repeat it again. Clasp your hand, take your hand upwards, and relax expiration. The second exercise is for the tricep muscle. The same way we have to do. Clasp the hand together, take it above head. Don't breathe that time, means it should be normal breathing. Okay, and after reaching above head, okay, start breathing and again stretch your elbow. Wow. Again bend your elbow, again stretch it again bend the elbow, again stretch it. Great work, guys. Next is the third breathing exercise, third type of upper body exercise is pectoralis muscle, this group of muscle. Okay, so your hand should be behind. Okay, then you have to take your elbows back. Okay, while taking your elbows back, you have to breathe in. It should be deep inspiration, same way, and expiration. Okay, fine. So again, again, hope you are with me, guys. Great. Okay, the next part of exercise is for the rhomboid muscle. You have to keep your elbows near to the chest wall and take your elbows just behind with breathing. Again, Again, hold it for a few seconds and then relax. Same grade, but grade 2 exercise for the rhomboids. We have to keep our elbows abducted, okay, and 90 degrees elbows and shoulders should be abduction. Take your hands backward, elbows backward. Last. Relax. The last breathing pattern is with the upper body exercise is thoracic expansion exercises in abduction. So we have to abduct our shoulder, take your hand outside and just abduct it with breathing. Do it for other side also, hand outside. Yeah, that's it. It's so relaxing, guys. Hope you will also feel same kind of relaxation what I am feeling right now. Okay, great. This was all upper body exercises. Now the important exercises which usually all the females face, means all, not all, newly females face, that stomach is out, the belly is out, my muscle tone is not good, that is abdominal muscle. So let's do it for abdominal exercises. Fine. Okay. Before starting any kind of abdominal exercise, the important thing is doing a proper assessment, okay, for diastasis recti, which I told in the complication is a complication which majorly all females face, okay, because of the loosening of the abdominal tone. Okay, so before starting any kind of crunches or any kind of curl-ups, whatever it is, you just have to go and approach a physiotherapist and do a proper assessment for the diastasis recti. If there is a diastasis recti, few exercises should be avoided and few should be done. Okay, I'll be showing the diastasis recti exercises at the end, after doing the basic exercises. Okay, so let us begin with all kind of abdominal exercises. These all abdominal exercises should be with the abdominal binder. Okay, and you can also brace your hand if you don't have the abdominal binder. Abdominal binder, few people doesn't know what it is. Okay, so they can use a sari, okay, or a dupatta kind of a thing, and just they can place it around the okay. So this is the basic thing. Now let us start with the abdominal exercise. The position is lying down position. Okay, it should be, the knee should be bending, crook lying position, it is also called as. Okay, so in this position, basically first exercise what I am going to do is core activation exercise. You have to keep one pillow here on your thighs. Okay, with the breathing you have to place one hand on the pillow and one hand on the abdominal muscles. So you have to do a deep breathe in, and when expiring the air from the nose, that time we have to press the pillow in the downward direction. At the same time we have to push the abdominal muscle towards the midline. This is the core activation exercise, first one. Okay, so deep breathe in and then release. Press your pillow with the hand, and one hand should be pressing the abdominal muscles towards the midline. Okay, great. Again breathe in, expire, press the pillow, hold it for a few seconds and then relax. You have to balance this exercise, so you have to do this exercise on both the sides. Okay, so keep your hand on the other side of the abdominal muscle. Okay, one hand on the pillow, take a deep breath, expire, press the pillow and take the muscles to the midline. Okay, do it again. This was first core activation exercise. The second is the static abdominal exercises. It's very simple, anybody can do it. Okay, just contract your abdominal muscle. The hand should be away, okay, out, and then just tighten your abdominal muscle. Hold it for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Again tighten your abdominal muscle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. One more time. Press it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. This is the second exercise. The third exercise is with pelvic tilting. Okay, it's very simple exercise. You have to just keep your hands aside. Okay, lift your pelvic up. Pelvic is this region. Okay, guys? Hope you are with me, right? So, hold it 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down. Again, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down. Again, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down. Relax. In between you can have water. Okay, if you are feeling thirsty and all, please have, you should be totally hydrated. Okay, this is the third exercise. We are going for the fourth exercise with the pelvic tilt. Okay, so first of all, our back is arched. Okay, there is a lumbar lordotic curve. So we have to flatten the back. Okay, so that time the pelvic moves posteriorly. Okay, so flatten your back. Once you flatten your back, at the same time contract your abdominal muscle. Okay, and then start gliding your heels down. Once you feel that the arch start arching in the back, you just glide your heels back to the normal. Okay, we'll do it again. Okay, tilt your pelvis posteriorly by flattening the back. Contract your abdominal muscle. Start sliding or gliding the heels downward. Okay. Once you feel the arch start coming, come back. Okay. So let us do again. Contract, tilt, and slide. Great. Okay. This was abdominal exercises with pelvic tilt. Next is diastasis recti exercises. These are very important exercises. Please focus, guys. So you have to brace your hand around the abdomen. Okay. Just like this. Fine. And after bracing it, just lift your head. Hold it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go down. Relax. Again, brace your abdomen. Lift your head up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. One more time. Brace your abdomen. Lift your head up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This was one type of exercise basically for diastasis recti. Now the importance. Okay. So, why we have to do the abdominal exercises? Okay, because of the changes, hormonal changes which occurs during the pregnancy, there are more of postural changes. Okay, there is a laxity in the ligaments, there is a laxity in the abdominal muscles, there is a laxity in the soft tissue structure, which results into severe low back pain, severe pubic symphysis pain, severe coccydynia, like all kind of pain starts here. So abdominal exercise, if they are toned properly, the pelvic rhythm, the lumbosacral rhythm, it will be in a proper way, and there will be activation of the core muscle, which help you in increasing the tone of the muscle and the ability to to stand or sit or lie down will increase. So because few people complain because of the prolonged sitting for a longer time during the breastfeeding, they start hurting their back. So all this exercise will help in toning the muscle, and they can do the activity very good, efficiently. Okay. So this was all about the abdominal strengthening exercises. Now the last group of exercise what I am going to teach you is lower limb strengthening with the circulatory exercises. The importance I'll tell you why the circulatory exercise is important and lower limb exercises are important. I'll be discussing at the end. Okay. They are a simple most exercise, and whenever you get time you can do it. Okay. So it should be in sitting position or lying down according to the comfort. Just do normal ankle toe movements like this 30 times. This will help in pumping the calf muscle. So indirectly the edema and all in the fit usually comes. I'll explain that also, reduce immediately. Okay. The other type of circulatory exercise what we are going to do is Burgess exercise. Okay. So keep 1 pillow or 2 pillow according to the comfort, but it should be in elevation position. Lie down. Do ankle toe movement for 1 minute. After doing ankle toe movements for 1 minute, just drop the leg down. Once you drop the leg down, keep it for 1 minute again. After doing that, again get back to the normal position, not on the bed. These are the circulatory exercises because females complained of this kind of a varicose vein or pedal edema or any kind of like cramps, burning sensation in the feet. Okay, this will help them to reduce this edema and in the cramps in the leg muscle. Okay, so I'll do it again, the Burgess exercise. Okay, so keep your leg up, do ankle toe movements for 1 minute. Keep the leg down. Drain it for 1 minute. And after 1 minute, get it back to the normal. This was all about circulatory exercise. The last exercise is for the quadriceps training. We can put a towel roll below the knee. Okay, just keep your hands like this, press the quadricep muscles. Okay, so you have to press the knee down on the bed. Okay, pull your patella up and hold it for 10 seconds. Relax. Press. Pull your patella up, press it on the down, press it on the bed, hold it for 10 seconds. Relax. Last. Push your leg down, knee down. Hold it for 10 seconds. Relax. Great, guys. So this is for quadriceps training. Even we can keep like do a straight leg position straight, where we just lift our leg up, hold it for 20 seconds, and take it down. Okay, again we can lift it up, hold it for 10 seconds, take it down. Lastly, lift it up, take it down. Few females, because of ligament laxity or less tone in them, they start getting pain in the groin because of this SLR or straight leg lift. Okay, so you can just do a short lever thing where you can just put a pillow. Okay, lie down and ask the female to lift the leg and straighten the knee. Hold it for 10 seconds and down. This is BMO training. Up, hold it for 10 seconds, down. Lastly, up, hold it for 10 seconds, down. Okay. And come here. So, this type of lower limb exercises will help you to strengthen your lower limb muscle. Okay, and circulatory exercises help us to drain the venous stasis, the cramps, the pains which occurs, the pedal edema will be resolved. Okay, this was all about today's session. Hope you guys like this session. I want you people to repeat this exercises. If anything missed from my side, please you can ask in the comment and I'll update it immediately to you or after the session also. Okay, so let us see, before ending this session, I want to see like who have commented. Thank you all. Thank you Anita, thank you Rohan, thank you Sandeep, Mangi, thank you. Okay, Mrudusha. So when can we start the C-section exercise? Good question. Okay, as I told you, vaginal delivery can be started once the female is comfortable to do exercises. Once her body is like she's okay, within a days and all, she can start with low intensity exercises. Okay, not the high intensity exercises, and then she can start with, after 6 weeks she can start with the full-fledged exercises. But in C-section there are complications like healing. okay, the infection, we have to rule out first. Basically it is start after 8 to 9 weeks. Whatever like normal exercises like Kegel exercise and all she can do, but no, low intensity with like for the abdominal muscle can be started after 8 to 9 weeks only with the abdominal binder. Arnold, I have already told you about when to start the exercises. Hope you have heard that. Okay, I guess all the comments are over. Yeah, all the comments are over. Thanks for watching this. Okay, I hope you people will repeat this exercise at home. Okay, and last but not the least, I know the lockdown will get over as early as possible, but please follow the lockdown as well as the basic hand sanitization rule. Stay fit and stay at home. Thank you so much.